Hey guys, Luke with Gramophone here, and today we're going to be taking a look at a product that is truly unique in its category. This is the SPL3-LCR speaker bar, and we'll talk about why we said speaker bar instead of sound bar a little bit later, and it's by James Loudspeaker. And I'm sure you guys have noticed, look at the size of this bar. It is actually longer than the span of my arms because it is made to perfectly accommodate the width of a 75-inch TV. And it comes in many other sizes as well. But here's the kicker. James Loudspeaker is a yes we can kind of company, as in they will custom make virtually anything. So you can really get this bar in almost any size you want, including even bigger. So we're going to dive into the SPL3, find out what makes this unique from other, quote, sound bars on the market, and why it is worthy of being called a true speaker bar. But before we do that, make sure you guys subscribe to the Gramophone channel, click that bell notification icon down in the corner, because I don't want to see you miss out on any of our upcoming highlights, because more unique products just like this one are on the way. First thing that we should know is that the SPL3 is built with woofers and tweeters that provide amazing output and very, very low distortion. And really, this bar kind of has to be heard to be believed. First time I heard it, I was actually pretty shocked by what it could do. But to give you guys an idea of what it's capable of, this is built with 6 3.5-inch long throw woofers. You might hear that and go, well, 3.5 is a little small. That would be true, but the long excursion on these woofers help make up for that fact. And the tweeters are a soft dome built around a neodymium magnet motor, so these tweeters can really make some high SPLs and do so with great clarity. One interesting fact about the SPL3 is that this is actually a three-way design, as in one woofer is playing a little bit lower than the other. Obviously the second woofer is the second part of that three-way, and the tweeter is the third. There's a recommended power range of 50 to 100 watts per channel, which is easy what most receivers can provide today, so this product is not demanding at all. And what it does, even with lower amounts of power, is really quite something. And finally, the frequency response is a solid 80 Hz to 22 kHz. They make no apologies about generally needing this bar to be paired with a subwoofer, because James also makes excellent slim profile subwoofers that are easily paired to it. But for a bar to get down to a true 80 Hz, especially one of this thin size and easy to integrate dimensions, that's pretty solid. And the SPL3 series has another really cool trick up its sleeve. These can actually be custom spec'd for marine applications and be built to a spec capable of surviving moist, salty air. It speaks a lot to the manufacturing prowess and durability of these products by James. Seriously, these guys are some excellent machinists. But one of the biggest differentiators for this product versus other things that might be called a sound bar is that this is a completely passive design. So it's designed to be paired up with an AV receiver or a surround processor on separate power amps. And it is for that reason that it's actually elevated. Sure, you may need an additional piece, but having separate amplification and processing pretty much always works out to better quality versions of just that, rather than what you see in active sound bars, which is what most of us are familiar with. And bars like that, there are some of them that are very, very good. But to be frank, they're never going to be capable of competing with a product like this that, despite being in bar shape, really is 3 separate different speaker channels that so happen to occupy the same enclosure that's going to be driven by serious external electronics. And it is for that reason mostly, and of course James' excellent choice in drivers and their great manufacturing, that this stands apart and earns the moniker of speaker bar rather than just sound bar. Sure, it looks like a bar, but as I said, it's really 3 separate speakers that so happen to share the same space. And you're going to hear that almost immediately. Okay guys, quick note about compatibility. I already mentioned that this is a passive speaker system, so this is going to be pretty quick. These are 8 ohm loads, you have 3 channels, and they're all connected via binding posts that are spring-loaded. It's really easy to connect bare wire to this. Basically, you just press down on the post, stick the wire in, let go, that's it. And because it's a spring-loaded post and the way that they're oriented, you're most likely going to want to use bare wire for almost all applications. And I figured I'd just show you guys. As you can see, 3 separate pairs of binding posts, like 3 truly separate speakers would be. Okay guys, so now we're going to talk about the design of the SPL3, and as usual we're going to start with the dimensions. So in terms of width, hang on a second, let me push out a little bit. From end to end, 66 inches in length to match up with the standard width of a 75-inch TV. Because keep in mind, TVs are measured diagonally. So a 75-inch TV, strictly horizontal, is about 66 inches. Now there are two other standard models available too. There is the SPL3-55, obviously meant to match up to a 55-inch TV, which its true width is 48 inches. And there's the SPL3-65, of course meant for a 65-inch TV, whose true width is 57 inches. All of these models, however, are going to have a depth of 1.5 inches and a height of 4 inches. However, you guys may also remember that I did mention James is a yes we can kind of custom company. So you can actually have a product like this made in almost any length you want. And if you want more information on a custom order, please feel free to reach out to us and give us a call, and we can specify something for you. Yeah, there we go. All right, so as for the aesthetics of the James soundbar, you guys can see that this is a very clean, very minimalist design, which is precisely what you want when you're trying to make a product whose job is to integrate into the frame of the TV. This is made out of nothing but aircraft-grade aluminum through and through, as is most of James' products, and their machine work is, in a word, amazing. The fact that they do all this custom work as well just further demonstrates their quality and skill as a company who can take a product, machine it to perfection, and build it to any specification, and along the way, fill it full of performant, high-quality components that just deliver. James also offers a variety of standard finishes for the SPL3 as well as many other of their similar products. You have options like satin black, studio black, high gloss black, dark titanium, light titanium, and mirror silver. But again, they're a custom company. You can get almost anything you want if you want. And of course, this bar is designed to be wall mounted, and separate Z or U brackets, depending on what best suits your application, is available separately. And if you're not planning to wall mount, that is just fine. This will sit comfortably as long as you have a long enough cabinet to accommodate it. With most modern AV cabinets, it's not going to clash, as the design is very minimal and very discreet. Starting at just under $2,000, the James SPL3 has got to be one of the best bar-style speakers I've ever heard. James Loudspeaker does not mess around, and they are some house favorites around here, because what they managed to achieve, both for their designs and overall footprints, mind-blowing. We here at Gramophone are really thrilled to be able to offer products of a caliber like James Loudspeaker, and if this is a product that you guys would like to learn even more about or see about having installed in your home, please go to gramophone.com for more information, and then pick up the phone and give us a call or stop by one of our showroom locations in Columbia, Timonium, and Gaithersburg, Maryland. We would love to help you guys design a system around a James product and to specify a custom order if need be. And speaking of high design and fashion, be sure to stop by our Kitchen Design Center while you're out and about as well. You can find us on social media too. We're on Facebook, Instagram, Houzz, Twitter, and even a few others. The links will be right down below. If you guys need help coming up with project ideas, if you need to schedule a service request, or you'd like to speak to one of our hi-fi, home theater, and interior design experts, get inspired at gramophone.com and ask at gramophone.com should you have any additional questions for me about any product that I've covered here on the channel and you'd like to know a little bit more about. Please give me a like if you enjoyed this video, drop a comment down below, and subscribe to the Gramophone channel for all of your audio and home theater needs. Please, please, please tell me in the comments below what products you would like us to review. Until then, guys, thank you so much for watching. Be seen.